Linear equations. Today, we are going to learn about linear equations, which will be presented by myself and Dr. Kurniadi under the supervision of our lecturer, Dr. Nandang Saifullah MPD. Al-Islam and Kemuhammadiyahan. Oh, you who have believed. When you are told, make room in assemblies, then make room. Allah will make room for you. And when you are told, arise, then arise. Allah will arise those who have believed among you and those who were given knowledge by the grace. And Allah is all aware of what you do. Look at this road. The image on the left is very dangerous for vehicles, while the image on the right is very safe. Learning material layers. First, the equation of a line passing through the origin, point 0, 0 with slope m. 2. The equation of a line passing through the point 0, c with slope m. Point 3. The equations of a line passing through the points x1 and y1 with the gradient m. Point 4. The equation of a line passing through the points x1, y1, and x2, y2. And the last one is point 5. The equation of a line that intersects the x-axis at x1 is 0 and 0, y1. First, the equation of a line passing through the origin, point 0, 0 and a slope m or a gradient m. The graph passing through the origins, uh, 0, 0 with slope gradient m. The graph has equation y equal m times x. You can see the curve. This is a curve of linear equation with origin point. And then derivation of the formula. Gradient definition. M equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 since passing through point 0, 0, then a point x1, y1 is equal to a 0, 0. And for any points of x and y, then x2 y2 is equal to x y, xy. Therefore, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m equal y minus 0 over x minus 0. Then m equal y over y over x, and the result of this formula is y equal m times x. This is the example question. The question of a straight line passing through the point 0, 0 with a slope of 3 is the solution. Given that m equal 3, the solution y equal m times x. Y and we can substitute 3 for m, and then y equal 3 times x, and the result of this equation is y equal 3 times x, 3 as a gradient. Number 2. The equation of a line passing through the points 0, C and a gradient M. The graph passing through a point 0, C with a slope, a gradient M. The graph has equations y equal m times x plus c. You can see the curve of this equation. This is a point T with 0 c, and this is a point with x and y. Derivation of the formula. Gradient definition. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 since passing through point 0 c, then points x1 y1 equal to point 0 c, and for any point x y, then x2 y2 equals point x y. Therefore m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. M equals y minus c over x minus 0. M equal y minus c over x. M times x equal y minus c. M times x plus c equal y. Y equal m times x plus c. Example. Question. The equation of a straight line passing through the point 0, 3 with gradient 2, and the solution given that m equal to the point 0, c equal 0, 3, so c is 3. The solution y equal m times x plus c. Then substitute 2 as m and 3 as c. Then we have y equal 2 times x plus 3. And the result of this equation is y equal 2 times x plus 3. Point 3. The equations of a line passing through the points x1, y1 with gradient m. The graph passed through the point x1, a1 with gradient m. The graph has equation y minus y1 equals m times x1 x minus x1. This is a curve we can see. And the derivations formula. Gradient definition. M is equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Since passing through x1, y1, and any point of x, y, then x2 y2 equals x, y. Therefore, m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we can substitute y2 as y and x2 as x. Then x minus x1 times m equal to y minus y1. Then y minus y1 equal m times x minus x1. Example question. The question of a straight line passing through the points 5, 10, and gradient 2 is given that m equal to x1 equal 5 and y1 equal 10. The solution y minus y1 equal m times x minus x1 and we can substitute y1 as a 10, m as 2, and x1 as 5. So y minus 10 equal 2 times x minus 5. Y minus 10 equal 2 times minus 10. Y equal 2 times x minus 10 plus 10. So the result of this formula is y equal 2 times x. Number 4. The equation of a line passing through the points x1, y1, and x2, y2. The graph passing through point x1 and y1 and x2, y2. The graph has equations y minus y1 over y2 minus y1 equal x minus x1 over x2 minus x1. The curve is, you can see this point of x2 y2 and this is point x1 y1. The line is passing through the point. Derivation formula, you can see the same definition as a gradient. Since passing through x1 y1 and x2 y2, then the gradient equal y2 minus y1 over y x2 minus x1. So the currently passing through points x, y, and x1, y1, then m is equal to y minus y1 over x minus x1. The gradient equal gradients. Y minus y1 over x minus x1 equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y minus y1 over y2 minus y1 equal x minus x1 over x2 minus x1. So the lines will passing through a 3 point. Example question. The equation of a straight line passing through the points 2, 4 and the point -3, -2 is given x1 equal 2, y1 equal 4, x2 equal -3, y2 equal -2. The solution of y minus y1 over y2 minus y1 equal x min x1 over x2 minus x1. We can substitute the variable to this formula or equation. We will have y minus 4 over -2 minus 4 equal x minus 2 over -3 minus 2. Y minus 4 over -6 equal x minus 2 over -5. -5 multiplied by difference of y and 4 equal to negative x difference of x and 2. -5 multiplied by y plus 20 equal -6 multiplied by x plus 12 and the equation is 6 times x minus 5 times y equal to -8. -5 times y equal to -6 times x minus 8. 5 times y equal to 6 times x plus 8. Y is equal to 6 over 5 times x plus 8 over 5. So the result of this problem is 1.2 times x plus 1.6. And also the last one is the equation of a line that intersects the x-axis at x 0 and 0, y1. The graph passing through the point 0, y1 and y1, 0. The graph has equation x1 times y plus y1 times x equal x1 times y1. You can see the graph in this equations. This is a point A and point B. When A is 0, y is 1, and point B, x1, 0, and the line is passing that point. Difference is a formula. We can define a gradient as always. Assigns passing through 0, y1, then points x1, y1 equal to 0, y1, and passing through x1, 0, then x2, y2 equal to x1, 0. Then gradient as m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The gradients m equal 0 minus y1 over x1 minus 0. So the gradient is negative y1 over x1. Therefore, the equation with the gradients m equal negative y1 over x1 and passing through x1 0, since the variable x1 y1 has already been used, then the formula of the linear equations will use x0 y0 as a point. We can substitute x0 and y0 for the formula, and we have y minus y0 equal m times x minus x0. Then y minus 0 is equal to gradient as negative y1 over x1 times x minus x1. Then x1 multiplied by y equal to negative y1 multiplied by x minus x1. x1 times y equal to minus y1 x plus y plus x1 y1. So the formula x1 times y equal to negative y1 times x plus x1 times y1. So the result of this derivation is x1 times y times y, sorry, plus y1 times x equal to x times x1 times y1. Example, the equation of the straight line passing through points 4, 0 and point 08 is given that x1 is 4 and y1 is 8. Then with the formula, we can substitute x1 as 4 and y1 as 8. So we can have 4 times y plus x times x equal to 4 times 8. 4 times y plus 8 times x is equal to 32. Y times 2 y plus 2 times x is equal to 8. So the result of this problem is y equal to negative 2 times x plus 8. Thank you.